I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sun.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. Today's video is a fun one, or at least a fun one for me because I love this stuff. I'm gonna be diving into what is in my gym bag, or more realistically, what my gym essentials are. Really, these are the things that I like to either bring with me to the gym, use in workouts, or anything like that, like my fitness essentials. I have a love and obsession for all things fitness and sports related. Anything that can be a little piece of gear or kit, I am very into. Always have been, always will be. But before I dive into the video, make sure to hit it with a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe as well for more helpful, engaging, or just like fun content like this. But without further ado, let's head to the very first essential, and that is a water bottle. This happens to be a hydro flask. I always keep a water bottle with me. I don't like having to go to and from the drinking fountain. You probably already carry one of these with you. This was a gift from my brother. Gotta throw the old ARF sticker on there, which was fun. Nothing special here, really just a water bottle. What also goes well with a water bottle is a blender bottle, especially if you are taking pre-workout or gonna have a protein shake right afterwards. This is just a 12-ounce little blender bottle, and I like to have this little one because I use it with my pre-workout. That is what goes in here, which transitions nicely into the only pre-workout that I use, the one that I love the most, Legion Pulse. I am a huge fan of Legion. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get any money from them, any kickback, no affiliate links, nothing like that to send you, and that goes for literally everything on this list. But this is the pre-workout that I take. This is the one that I swear by. It is the only pre-workout that I have found that has been effectively stimulating but does not give me any crash whatsoever. If you are in the market for a pre-workout, if you like taking pre-workout and you have not tried Legion Pulse, would absolutely recommend it. They also have a non-caffeine version, which is fantastic if you like a nice evening workout. I, for one, rarely buy that because I'm a morning workout guy, but I admittedly struggle to get through a workout nowadays without this. It is an absolute essential in my bag. Next up is a band. This one, this blue one from Perform Better, is kind of like their medium strength one, so it's not very light, it's not like ultra heavy, but I like to use this thing for some exercises, not really any that I'm doing right now, but for warm-up work, for mobility work. These are a must. A lot of gyms don't just have these sitting around. They cost next to nothing. You can pick them up on Amazon. You can get them at any sporting goods store. I am a huge fan of just having these. Speaking of things you won't find in just any old gym, and that is gymnastic rings. Now, obviously these come with the attachment to like hook them onto things, but don't need that for the video. These ones are made by Perform Better. I love these rings. Rogue makes great rings as well. If you followed the channel for some time or just followed me in general, you know I'm doing a lot of gymnastic work, a lot of ring work, and doing that type of strength training requires rings, and being able to hook these up anywhere, whether it is a park, whether it is a commercial gym or anything like that, has been an absolute godsend while I'm trying to get better and better at this stuff. I never want the lack of equipment to be a reason I can't do an exercise that I'm trying to progress at, so I keep these in my bag and bring them with me wherever I go, just in case the gym that I end up at does not necessarily have rings. Transitioning perfectly from the rings is the thing that I absolutely need to have when I use the rings, and that is chalk. This is just any old nice white climbing chalk. This specifically is from Black Diamond. They're like a climbing brand. I'm not gonna take this out because it's like a little bag filled with chalk. But ever since I started to really go deep into my gymnastic strength training, this has been an absolute must. So these are essentially taped to the rings in my bag because the two of them go together everywhere. Now this next one is kind of soft, I would say, kind of bougie, one might even say, and that is this nice Aesop hand cream. I can't believe I'm putting this in here, but I would be absolutely bullshitting you if I didn't say that I completely tear up my hands when I use the rings, when I work out, and all the rest of it. My hands are covered in calluses, if you can even see that. And the only thing that keeps my hands from not just drying out completely from the chalk and gripping weights all day, whether I'm training myself or training clients, is having a nice, reliable hand cream. And I know how stupid that sounds. It is not lost on me that I'm holding a pink tube of hand cream right now. but I'd be lying if I didn't say that this stuff has really saved my hands on a number of occasions. Shifting gears a little bit into some of my favorite mobility tools, and that starts with nothing other than the Bagu mobility ball. This is a little ball, flat surface thing, as you can see, from a company called Bagu Mobility. They're a small company. I heard about them initially at a Perform Better conference that I went to, and they had these to demo, and I absolutely fell in love with their products. I think they make some of the best mobility products that you can buy. This thing here is my favorite. Just like you would use this in the same way you use a lacrosse ball with the rounded edge, you also have the knife edge here, which is fantastic for digging into specific spots on your body. It's also great for just planting it on the ground and be able to move your body on it without it moving with your body, which has been incredibly beneficial when I'm trying to roll out knots on my traps and stuff like that. And I don't have to worry with the headache of a lacrosse ball slipping down or anything like that. And that is why it is an absolute essential to me. Now, the big mobility tool that I have is my Thera Gun. This is like the thing that it comes in, which makes it really nice to travel with. I can just throw this whole thing in my bag if I want to use all the different heads that go on it. As you know, these things are not cheap, but I will say that it's probably one of the best investments that I have ever made was buying one of these. I always want to get a massage. I don't always want to pay to get a massage though, and having the ability to just sit at home, watch TV, and just blast my legs with this thing has come in handy so many times. I love this thing. It doesn't necessarily come with me in my gym bag, but it is definitely an essential in my whole fitness regime, and I could not live without this thing right now. If this thing were to die on me, it is one of those things that I would just go out and buy a new one, no matter the cost, because it is that much of a benefit into my life. Any gym going kit would be incomplete without headphones. There's nothing worse than getting to the gym and realizing you forgot your headphones. I, for one, use the Apple AirPod Pros. Everything that could be said about these things has been said. Mine are black because it's in like a little leather case here that I have them in, but I have used and looked for many different headphones over the years, like Sweatproof and all the rest of it, all those things. But when these came out, I bought these, and these are without a doubt the best headphones I've ever used for working out. I don't have issues with them coming out of my ears when I'm running or anything like that, and I could not imagine going through a gym session without them. Given the whole spiel I gave at the top about how I love superfluous little fitness kit type things, I have to throw these on the list because they are without a doubt the most superfluous, non-essential essential that I have on here. It is perfect for this transition weather while I'm out running, and that is these Nike running sleeves. These are literally just sleeves to put over your arms, so I guess you can wear a t-shirt or a tank top and keep your arms warm. There is absolutely no reason to have these. There's no reason to spend money on these. I can't give you a real reason as to why, other than that they look kind of cool when you wear them. But like I said, sometimes you like things just because they're a thing that you like. And this is a great example of them. I saw them, I thought they looked cool, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm an adult. 10-year-old Alex would have been obsessed with these and he couldn't afford it, but 28-year-old Alex will, and he can, and he did. Staying on the theme of running kit, and the next thing is my running shoes. I did like a whole unboxing video on these when I got them. I'm still running in the Nike Alpha Fly Next Percent, I believe is the exact model that these are. I love these things. These obviously don't go with me every time I go to the gym or anything like that, but they are an essential part of my gym kit because when I go for a run, especially long runs, these are the shoes that I gravitate towards. I absolutely love these things. I don't know about any other runners out there, but sometimes I feel like you really develop a relationship with the shoes that you run in. These shoes, I absolutely have that relationship with. I love these things. When I go on runs not wearing these, I find myself missing these shoes. They're great. I love them. If you're a big runner, would definitely recommend. If not, probably don't need them. Coming towards the tail end of the list here, this isn't really a gym essential. I do not wear these at the gym. I do not use these at the gym, but for my cycling, for my running, which as the weather gets nicer, I'm doing a whole lot more of, are these Oakley Radar sunglasses. Specifically, these are actually a kid size. I have a very small face, which really benefits me when it comes to the pricing on kids stuff as opposed to adult size stuff. They make me happy just to wear them, and that's really kind of the point of this whole list. These are like things that I somewhat need, but really things that just make me happy bring a smile to my face and make working out and all this fitness and sport and gym stuff a little bit more enjoyable for me. That just about does it for everything, but there's one last thing on the list, and that is the actual gym bag. Well, I have two options for that. The first option is this vintage leather Wilson gym bag. I love a nice vintage sport aesthetic, and this was my dad's gym bag from, I think, probably the 80s, and he just kept it out and going, and he gave it to me a little while ago, and I love this thing. It's not the most practical, it's like not really big, it doesn't fit a whole lot of stuff. It fits all this stuff, which is nice, but it doesn't have like a shoulder slap or anything like that. I really just use this as like a nostalgic thing because my dad did, and I think my dad's cool, and I think it's cool for that reason. But what is the actual gym bag that I use most often, the thing that I throw all this in, plus a change of clothes and all the rest of it, is this big nylon black tote bag. So big that it's barely fitting in frame here. This bag is from a company called Bagu. I think they're a New York-based company. They have a location over in Williamsburg. If you're local to New York and you're looking for a bag, this thing is massive. It fits a change of clothes. It fits all of my gym gear and then some. It doubles as a great travel bag as well. I love this thing. It fits all my stuff, and that's really the biggest thing. Plus it has nice shoulder straps so I can carry it easily. It's simple, it's plain, but it does the job, and it does the job very well. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for this video. I hope you found this video enjoyable. Maybe you were in the market for something new to bring to the gym or anything like that, and maybe one of these things on the list you will pick up. I will leave links for all of these things down in the description below. Once again, I do not get any money from anything you will click or buy. These are just things that I enjoy and wanted to share with you guys. And of course, if you haven't already liked the video, comment down below what your gym essentials are, and if you're not already, of course, subscribe. Would love to have you here. I appreciate you immensely. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.